Hello world. I'm Imagination. Today I'm going to talk about digital agriculture. Digital agriculture refers to tools that digitally collect, store, analyze, and share electronic data and/or information along the agricultural value chain. Other definitions, such as those from the United Nations Project Breakthrough, Cornell University, and Purdue University, also emphasize the role of digital technology in the optimization of food systems. Unlike precision agriculture, digital agriculture impacts the entire agri-food value chain, before, during, and after on-farm production. Therefore, on-farm technologies, like yield mapping, GPS guidance systems, and variable rate application, fall under the domain of precision agriculture and digital agriculture. On the other hand, digital technologies involved in e-commerce platforms, e-extension services, warehouse receipt systems, blockchain-enabled food traceability systems, tractor rental apps, etc. fall under the umbrella of digital agriculture but not precision agriculture. Digital technology changes economic activity by lowering the costs of replicating, transporting, tracking, verifying, and searching for data. Due to these falling costs, digital technology will improve efficiency throughout the agricultural value chain. Although a few digital technologies can operate in areas with limited mobile phone coverage and internet connectivity, rural network coverage plays an important role in digital agriculture's success. A wide gap exists between developed and developing countries' 3G and 4G cellular coverage, and issues like dropped calls, delays, weak signals, etc. hamper telecommunications efficacy in rural areas. Even when countries overcome infrastructural challenges, the price of network connectivity can exclude smallholders, poor farmers, and those in remote areas. Similar accessibility and affordability issues exist for digital devices and digital accounts. According to a 2016 GSMA report, of the 750 million plus farmers in the 69 surveyed countries, about 295 million had a mobile phone, only 13 million had both a mobile phone and a mobile money account. Despite lingering gaps in network coverage, ICT access has skyrocketed in recent years. In 2007, only 1% of people in developing countries used the internet, but by 2015, 40% did. Mobile broadband subscriptions, which increased 30-fold between 2005 and 2015, drove much of this growth. As a key enabler of agricultural change, digital infrastructure requires further development, but growing ICT access indicates progress. The technological rationale for precision suggests farms should continue to consolidate, though, in an industry in which sentiment and family continuity have always played a big part that purely economic analysis might suggest is irrational, this may not happen as fast as it otherwise would. Still, regardless of the speed at which they arrive, these large holdings will come more and more to resemble manufacturing operations, wringing every last ounce of efficiency out of land and machinery. Such large-scale farms will probably continue to be served by large-scale corporations that provide seeds, stock, machines, and management plans. But, in the case of the management plans, there is an opening for new firms with better ideas to nip in and steal at least part of the market. Other openings for entrepreneurs are available, too. Both inland fish farming and urban vertical farming, though niche operations compared with Midwestern soybean cultivation or Scottish sea loch salmon farms, are waves of the future in the service of dictatorially sophisticated urbanites. And in these businesses, the idea of the farm as a factory is brought to its logical conclusion. It is in the poorer parts of the world, though, that the battle for full bellies will be won or lost, and in Africa, in particular, the scope for change is both enormous and unpredictable. Though the problems of African farming are by no means purely technological, better roads, better education, and better governments would all help a great deal, technology nevertheless has a big part to play. Organizations such as the Next Gen Cassava Project, which apply the latest breeding techniques to reduce the susceptibility of crops to disease and increase their yield and nutritional value, offer Africans an opportunity to leap into the future in the way they did with telephony, bypassing fixed-line networks and moving straight to mobiles. Crops could similarly jump from 18th to 21st century levels of potential in a matter of years, even if converting that potential into productivity still requires the developments listed earlier. Looking further into the future, the picture is hazier. Large-scale genetic engineering of the sort needed to create C4 rice, or nitrogen-fixing wheat, or enhanced photosynthetic pathways, will certainly cause qualms, and maybe not just among the neo-Luddites. And they may not be needed. It is a general technological truth that there are more ideas than applications, and perfectly decent ones fall by the wayside because others have got there first. But it is good to know that the big ideas are there, available to be drawn on in case other yield plateaus threaten the required rise in the food supply. It means that the people of 2050, whether they live in Los Angeles or Lusaka, will at least be able to face whatever other problems befall them on a full stomach. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.